3 copies, sorry, of this dude, 3 copies of this dude, and 3 copies of our Overlord. And I think that that is a big fat GG, my boy. Triggers, 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 triggers. All right. Hey there, neighbor, and we are back with another MTG Arena standard video, and today I have joined the dark side just a little bit. I know I already played an Is It Prowess deck, so that was fully joining the dark side. Today, I am playing the Brrrrr, it's the name of the deck, enchantment deck. So we're playing just a ton of enchantments. You guys already know the combo. You've seen it in a few other videos as well of mine, where we have Up the Beanstalk on turn 2, and then turn 3, we go into Overlord of the Hauntwoods. For the impending cost, you immediately get a draw off the Up the Beanstalk. You get to create the land token. It's such a good combo. It's so good. It's so busted. But yeah, I have to play it. And yeah, we're playing a bunch of other enchantments, like the Overlord of the Mistmoors, this white mana Overlord. I'm sure you guys are familiar with him as well. I really like him. I personally think his card art looks the best out of all of the Overlords. And I think he probably is the second best one. I think hands down, no question, the green Overlord is the best. And then the white one, probably the second best. You get to create 2/1 insect flying tokens, which is pretty good if you impend him for 4 mana. That, of course, still triggers Up the Beanstalk. Or you can cast him for 7 mana, which is quite expensive, but we do have quite a bit of good ramp in this deck. And then, yeah, Up the Beanstalk, you can also trigger that with Sunfall for 5 mana, Ride's End, and of course this one, usually you're casting it for just 2 mana, but it still will trigger Up the Beanstalk. And then Leyline Binding, you guys know how busted this card is. You cast it for 1 mana when you get the Everywhere land token from this Overlord, so such good combos here. And then, yeah, oftentimes I think we're going to be impending these Overlords, and then if we get Xur down for 3 mana, the exact same turn he comes down, you can pay 2 mana to transform one of your enchantments. So either Leyline, Overlord of the Mistmoors, or the Overlord of the Hauntwoods are, of course, the 2 big ones you hope to hit, because that kind of just takes them away from their impending cost and just makes them the creature side right away, and then you can attack through with lifelink, hexproof. You get all the triggers from them as well. So yeah, just so disgusting, so good. The rest of the deck is about kind of staying alive. So we have Get Lost package, Split Up for 3 mana, Day of Judgment, Sunfall, I already went over it, Ride's End, I already went over, Leyline Binding, I've already been over, but all of these just, you know, to kind of hope to stay alive. And then I'm playing 1 Beza. This Elk can also help against the aggro matchups. When your life total gets kind of low, you gain 4 life, which is really nice if your life total is lower than your opponent. So that is a pretty big life total swing. And then what else do we have? We have Doppelgang. It's kind of just to end the game. It's a bit more of a win more card. We have Analyze the Pollen, just for some early game ramp, a turn 1 play that we can do. And then you guys already know how much I love Omen Path Journey. I'm just going to try and cram it in as many decks as possible. I love the card art for it. And yeah, being able to pull out 5 lands from your deck just to ensure that the next few turns you keep hitting your land drop. And of course, a lot of these lands have the surveil mechanic, so that can help us, you know, filter the top of our deck for it to be something good as well. So yeah, I feel a little bit disgusting playing this deck, but I think it's worth showing it to you guys. And hopefully we've changed it up a little bit. And hopefully you can hit some pretty funny doppelgangs. Or I can just show you how good Omen Path Journey is, because I know you guys already know how good Up the Beanstalk is into the Overlord package, into Brrrrr. So I'll see you in the games. All right, guys, we get to go first. Lush Portico, a little bit slow on turn 1, but I do like it because turn 2 Up the Beanstalk is just such a good play. I really don't think we need another land, just because we have Analyze the Pollen. So a split up going to be putting in some work for us, and you already know we're going up the beanstalk. We do hit our third land drop, which will give us double white for split up. Ooh, World Wagon. That is a nice card for them. So opponent's also looking to ramp. And you know what? Let's just go with another up the beanstalk. We're going to be drawing so many cards. We have a Sunfall. Into a search for a basic. I was going to say we need blue, but we have that. We have double white. We have swamp. So let's just get another forest out. Ooh, that's a nice card for them. Another one. Split up. I think we go Beza, right? Lower life total. They do have more cards than us, but that is fine. They do have more creatures, so I think we will create a fish token. So, yeah, 4 mana. You get a 4/5 creature. They have their own up the beanstalk, so that's nice for them. Ooh, I like that Bloomkin a lot. Honestly, I think this turn we'll just go with a Sunfall. That'll clear the board. They do get a, not Scry, they do get a ramp a little bit more. Honestly, I think we just take the, I was going to say 5 damage. I think we just take the 6. And then, yeah, we just hit them with the Sunfall. We get a double draw off of that. We have Get Lost now, so I think we're sitting pretty. 2, 4, we're up to 5 mana. Yikes. Vaultborn Tyrant. Opponent's going pretty hard right now. They're going to hit us for 8. Ooh. We will need another Sunfall. Yikes, we're down to 9. That is kind of scary. Overlord is a really nice draw. Let's see. 3 mana plus 3. I think we have to go... Oh, we don't have enough mana then. That's 5. We can kill that one. Do we go split up? Yikes, I'm just a little bit short on mana. Oh, this does say exile target creature or vehicle if it's tapped. So let's just go ahead and exile the Vaultborn Tyrant. We do get a double draw off of that, which is really nice. Yeah, and you know what? Let's honestly just get rid of this one right now before they can do anything else with it. We get another draw. Ooh, and we will have a Leyline Binding that we can go with right away. So I think we're sitting pretty. We will go ahead and get rid of the Lush Portico, sitting on a full grip of hands, and then next turn, I think we can... The Bloomkin, I'm fine with that. It is an 8/8. They do get to draw a card. Honestly, I might have to remove this one. Reach and Trample. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm kind of tired of you guys drawing so many cards. It is me who's supposed to be drawing all the cards right now. Another World Wagon. That one really sucks. 38 to 36. They have a 10-10. They are only down to 2 cards in hand, though. So let us think. I'm going to impend this one. And then I think I'm going to go with Split Up, but then I won't have enough mana available. So, yeah, because all of these come in tapped. So I think we have to play Cavern of Souls. We'll go ahead and name Horror. And then... Oh, I need double white for that, but if they... I only have 2 white available, and I don't want them to activate that one. Don't have enough for Xur right now. I really need to think right now. I'm sorry, opponent. So Split Up, I guarantee you they'll probably have something else, so we can't take 10 damage from that one. So I think we just pass. As much as I really am not the biggest fan of that play. So yeah, let's go ahead and end turn. We will just go ahead and drop off 2 lands right now. So we have Leyline and Get Lost available. That Land War Elf does nothing for them. Let's hope it's not a 5 mana creature. Just go ahead and pass. Yeah, just go with those 2. So that's a Get Lost on the Flourishing. And do we go with another Get Lost? I think we do. Let's get rid of this one. So they have a bunch of map tokens. Yeah, they're just going to activate it now. That's fine, because we have Leyline. They hit it up the beanstalk. Ooh, they don't want that? Honestly, kind of crazy. That dinosaur is honestly not the best. Doesn't really do anything. They keep it on top. That is kind of funny. Ooh, Overlord is a great draw. We are going to go with our Brrrrr. We're going to pay 2 life. We're just going to transform our little dude. And then let's just attack with him. So that's 5 life total. Swing. Get to create another Everywhere land token. And we still have Leyline available. So yeah, we already knew that they were playing that one. They do get to draw off up the beanstalk. They have also drawn a ton of cards. They have a fight spell. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say no to that one. That is a big no from me. And yeah, it's too much for the opponent. So we got there in the end. They did put so much pressure on us, and props to this opponent for playing a pretty unique deck. This kind of go big mono green. But yeah, it's too much value for them. We took that card away. Did we actually see what the last card in hand was? I swear I thought they had another card in hand. So I guess they could have pumped their elf up and still attacked us with the Lumbering World Wagon. Even though that thing doesn't have trample, we still had 2 mana available to flip our incubator token, so we could have chumped that one. So yeah, I think we were getting them in the end. We were starting to turn the tables there, but hey, that was a really good game. So GG to the opponent. All right, opponent goes first, which is unfortunate, but we have up the beanstalk into Overlord into Overlord. Do our lands allow for that? It doesn't look like it. Honestly, I don't think we need an Omen Path Journey. I think we play up the beanstalk. I don't want them to have any counter spells or anything, so... All right, let's really hope we can draw an untapped land, because then we can go Overlord. They're playing their own Overlord package. Looks like they're just Simic, though. To draw land, I had to specify that it should be untapped. We will keep the enchantment. We could remove their Overlord right now. Honestly, if they play it up the beanstalk, I think I'd be more inclined to destroy that one, so... You know what? I'm going to just remove this now. Hopefully that gets a counterspell out of their hand. Yikes, they have it. This town ain't big enough. That's a little bit of a blowout, but I think we just go up the beanstalk, draw a card. Yeah, they have no counterspells, so we really don't need another land. I guess we could have kept that one. It would have been untapped, so we could have played our Overlord for the fair price, but... Hey. So yeah, Scryland. We really don't need another land deck. So no counterspell from the opponent. We do have a 1 mana Leyline, which is nice. I think we will keep that open. So let's just go ahead and end the turn. Honestly, next turn we could get down Brrrrr. Yeah. I'm just going to try and flash this one in right now. Get to draw a card off of that. Opponent probably will bounce this, but we have 6 mana right now. This will be 7. Beza does nothing for us. Honestly, I think we just try and get down Brrrr. And then let's just activate him right away. Let's transform this Overlord. I could activate him again. I don't want them to have a bounce spell, though, because they could bounce it before we transform our Leyline. And yeah, we do have another Leyline available. So, gain 5 life. Ride's End available. Could honestly go search for another land. I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll just pass. Opponent with a Mind Splice. You know what? If they do have a bounce spell or something, I will make them use that right now. We do get to draw another card off up the Beanstalk, and we draw another Leyline. Yeah, so opponent's looking for some pretty heavy spell reduction. They're just going to bounce Brrrr. Honestly, I really don't want them to have that Mind Splice apparatus, so I will be taking that one, my friend. And we have an Overlord online. So I think let's just impend this one. And then we will have enough to play Brrrr. We already have seen 2. This town ain't big enough. I don't think they've had too much card draw, so the chance that they have another one would be kind of crazy. They have a counter spell. That's fine. Oh, and they get to draw 2 cards off that. That does suck, but let's just go ahead and swing in. So opponent down to 10. Let's just go ahead and I guess we have to do those. We can honestly just get another Brrrr. And yeah, just pass it back to the opponent. They have to do something. They have to do something. They play their own Overlord. We could hit them with a Doppelgang. They have 1 mana available. How much mana do we have? If I do QQ to tap for everything, 5. That's only 10 minus 2 is 8. I kind of want 1 more mana because we could do that for 3 then. So, and this land comes in tapped. Honestly, I'm just going to play Brrrr. I don't, yeah, there was no stick or anything. So we are just going to transform this Overlord. And you know what? We're just going to pay the full price for this one to exile it. This was a little bit of a blowout for the opponent. Yeah, get out of here. Cog Sparks, with your counter spells and bounce spells, you can get bounced right out of this game, homeboy. GG. All right, we got to go first. We have nothing but removal, so I will keep it just because I have ran into enough mono red aggro. And is it prowess? Of course, the one deck where I don't think I'll bin a second Brrrr. The one deck where they're maybe not playing a ton of aggro. Well, all right. We can go with the split up. Hopefully we draw another land. Could honestly play a Beza. What is this? Choose a color. Alright, we'll take 3 damage. Missed our land drop as well, so it's looking kind of rough for you, boy. Hopefully we can get them with the Ride's End, though. Season, they're just going to create a bunch of rabbits, so we are 100% just going to clear the board with split up. Let's hope we draw a land. You know, honestly, this is a land, so let's go green here. Let me just double check. So, yeah, this is a plains, and this is also a plains. So, let's honestly just get a blue source. And then let's say goodbye to destroy all untapped creatures. Get all of those things out of here. Alright, so now I am glad we kept this hand. What does this one say? Put a +1. Oh, we don't even have 2 greens to play this one. Yikes. Oh, yeah. Honestly, let's just get Xur down. And then next turn, if we can play one of our Overlords, hopefully we can at least then pay the 2. Do need to draw a land, of course. I don't know how much removal the opponent is packing with a go-wide creature deck. Of course, we miss our land drop again. I'm just going to hold back. Let's say big no attacks from us. Dude, we are hurting for lands right now. It's 46% chance to draw. Please, deck. Don't have it be one of these games. Exile target non-land permanent and create a bunch of little creatures. Let's honestly just get rid of this right now. Don't. You and permanents you control. Better that right now. Well, it's just hexproof, so our board wipe still would work, but whatever. We drew up the beanstalk. That is really nice. 2, 4, 6. Okay, well, we do have to wipe the board right now. We do draw a land. Thank you very much. Now we have to go Day of Judgment. We have to go Day of Judgment, unfortunately. And the next turn, I think, will be a... I want to say beans into Overlord, but we don't have enough green mana for that. So I think we still play it slow. Could even draw a green land source right now, which would be great. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you very much, deck. See, that's all you need to do sometimes, guys. Just be nice to your deck. All right, I think we're slowly going to start turning the tables on them. We get card draw from out the beanstalk. Our Overlord starts ticking down. We have a 1-mana leyline right now. Another board wipe. So, yeah, I think that's GG. We've already seen 2 of these seasons of burrows from the opponent. So the chance that they have another one is slim. But, of course, we all know how the shuffler is. And it would actually not surprise me if these 2 cards right here were another season of the burrow. Even though I'm pretty sure he would have played them if they were. First Strike and Lifelink. That honestly does not scare me. And you know what? If you have another Surge of Salvation, just play it now. But we are going to transform our leyline into a 7-mana or 6-mana enchantment with hexproof and lifelink. So yeah, let's just transform this one. Yeah, we still have Get Lost available, so that is a big swing through for us. You could double block. You would lose both your creatures. He chooses not to block any. We do have hexproof, so that is a big... So gain 6 life, do 4 damage. Our Overlord ticks down. And the match continues. It's a unique card. They hit it. That's pretty funny. So let's see. That isn't enough to kill us. 13 damage. And then next turn, I think we can just swing through for lethal. So let's just get rid of their lifelinker. Well, we do actually need... Oh, maybe I should have killed the cavalry. That was maybe my mistake. Because, yeah, we could have definitely taken 13 damage. Alright, let's just go ahead and impend this one. Hit another Brrrr, which isn't necessarily what we want. Could hit a Day of Judgment. Could also go Beza. We wouldn't gain 4 life, though. You know what? When that one actually taps, 2 mana. How much mana? 2, 4. We only have 5 mana available. Yeah, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to keep both of these open. So let's just swing through with this one. If they want their ley line back or their virtue, they can take that. Because we will gain 6 life off of that. And then Ride's End could destroy that creature. Yeah, let's just do that now. We will draw a card off of that. And it's another Overlord, which we will just play right now just to get another card draw off the Up the Beanstalk. So, yeah, opponent with... Oh, we even saw what the top of their deck was. So not the best draw. They do get to draw another card from that one, I believe. So still 6 mana to work with. Still 6 mana to work with. They are going to pump up that helpful little kitty, exile target artifact or enchantment. They for sure want that one, so they're going to get rid of our Brrrr. Oh no, it's not an enchantment. So let's just go ahead, transform this Overlord. Let's just go ahead and transform this Overlord. So we'll be getting 3 everywhere land tokens this turn, which is really, really nice. Let's just transform this one. And yeah, you know what? Well, I guess they could have Surge of Salvation. We are drawing a card off this though, so and we're going to be gaining so much life. They have to have Surge of Salvation right now. Because we are swinging through for 15 damage. Yeah, let's just attack through like that. So we get 3 everywhere land tokens. We are fully tapped out. What does the opponent have? Nothing. So that is a GG. So it was pretty cool. They were playing this Moonshaker Cavalry. It's kind of like the Craterhoof Behemoth. So, but yeah, it was just too much value for the opponent. GG, boy. All right, the opponent goes first. We do lose to aggro deck. They could still be. They could be Izzet Prowess. Opponent with an opt. Ride's End. You know what? We will keep that one. If they are an aggro deck. If they are, then these Ride's Ends will be so crucial for us. All right. They're missing their red land drop, so for now, let's just go Lush Portico. This one is black. It's for a swamp. You know what? I will keep it. All right, so opponent, I don't think is it Prowess deck. I guarantee you, though, they are just sitting on a bunch of counter spells. Let's just get them out of their hand right now. Oh, wow, they didn't counter that. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe it's just a bunch of flash creatures that they flash in right now. No, also not. It's an opt. Okay. Opponent, did you miss your land drop? Are you going to flash in a creature? Are you going to bounce that to our hand? They have nothing. All right, we do have 2 Brrrrs, but we don't have all the lands needed. That's honestly kind of crazy. All right, I think we just hold. I should have got down this one. That's my bad. And maybe we need to add a few more, maybe blue-black dual lands. So right now we're just taking 1 damage. You know what? Let's try and get a counterspell out of their hand. Ooh, okay, so they're fully tapped out. That I really like. Alright, so next turn we can play Brrrr. Definitely don't need another land. Alright. Alright. Things are looking pretty good. A bunch of removal. They look to just draw some more. They do have 8 cards in hand. Land drop for turn. So they'll have 3 mana available, potentially. They are fully tapped out. Whenever this creature deals combat damage, you know what we're going to do, guys? 3 from that. Yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to cast this one right now. We're just going to eat that Drake Hatcher, and then we are just going to play Brrrr, and we are just instantly going to transform the ley line, play this Surveil land. You already know we're taking another one from the top, punch them for 6 and gain 6 life, and we have hexproof on our boy, and our Overlord flips. So yeah, in 1 turn, kind of flipped the table. That is pretty nice, but again, they will need a lot. They will need a lot to deal with this. Do have another Brrrr that we could just play right now. It is a bounce spell. They take that for themselves. Can we just do it like this, though? Here, wait, let me think. If I play Leyline and I take this one, I can transform Leyline. But I think the better option is to just clear a path for us, eat that one, play this Brrrr, now you know what, let's just punch them for another 6. I think we do it like this, even though they are all tapped out. I do have to deal with that leyline. Yeah, you know what? I actually am going to play this Brrrr. We're going to keep this one. And then... yeah, let's just pass our turn. So our leyline has hexproof, which is really nice. They do have another one of those. Let's just transform this one right now. So I guess they could bounce it, but they would give us our own Overlord back. So I'm not sure they want to do that. And yeah, we have 12 power on board. And if they do play a creature, we can go ahead and exile it. They do take that from us, which sucks. But again, if we trade, that is such an annoying card. And of course, they have 2 of them in their top 20 cards. I guess that's not that crazy. Alright, yeah, let's just attack with Leyline. If they eat it, we do get our Drake Hunter back. Or sorry, they get their Drake Hunter back, but we do get... when this creature deals combat. Alright, yeah, we're just going to end the turn. You know what, I'm just going to remove this one right now while they're all tapped out. If you want to return something to me, I will just get rid of something from you. Opponent down to 3 cards in hand. They create a might token. That tells me that they don't have much. They should have done that on my turn, and you know what? Impending? Or do we just play it? You know what? Let's play this one. Let's see if they have a counterspell. I guess I thought I had 7. I don't, so that's my bad. It honestly didn't look like they had a counterspell, though, so let's just go ahead and impend this Overlord as well. We do get these 2 flying tokens that they have to deal with now. Just some bounce spells. Dude, oh, man, that's honestly so annoying. All right. They've been through a third of their deck, and I think we've literally only seen a third of their deck, which is kind of funny. So the next third we know is just a bunch of ops. They still have some sleight of hands. There it is. Look at the top two, draw one. Yeah, they can bounce these. I will block. I don't want to take any poison counters. They might be a proliferate deck. I'm honestly not too upset about a surveil land. Up the beanstalk. You already know we're taking that one. And then let's just pass our turn, end our turn. Our overlords keep ticking down. So this is 2 more threats that the opponent will have to answer in 2 turns. And we have an up the beanstalk coming. So that is a nice draw for them. Like I said, I will just go ahead and block. Opponent might honestly sack one of them to draw a card. No, they do just have 3. All right, let's see what we draw. Yeah, so no counterspell from the opponent. Okay, now I really don't want to be drawing lands. I think we will just clear the board. So they might create a fish token. They're just going to flash in a guy. All right, and our overlords are active in 2 turns. Create a blue otter with prowess. Create another blue otter with prowess. Doesn't have haste though. Ooh, doppelgang. How much can we do this for? And they're all tapped out. Let's hit them with the QQ. 3, 6, 9, 12 minus 2 is 10. Divided by 3 is, of course, 3. So let's make 3 copies, of this dude, 3 copies of this dude, and 3 copies of our overlord. And I think that that is a big, fat GG, my boy. Triggers, triggers, triggers. Triggers, triggers, triggers. All right. Lunkendell. Oh, and our other 2 overlords come online as well. All right. Is there a blue mana return all creatures? I think there actually might be, which is so funny. But yeah, go ahead. Gain control of that one. It doesn't have haste. Yeah. Get out of here, boy. GG. All right, we get to go first. We do have up the beanstalk, so I will not say no to that. And then we do have Omen Path Journey on turn 4. The question is, will we survive until turn 4? And I don't think so. It's the Is It Prowess deck. Well, maybe not Is It Prowess, but... Ooh, Ride's End is a really nice draw. Okay, so definitely not Is It Prowess. Might be like a mobilized deck. Could also be a hardcore control deck and they just have this one creature. Spyglass Siren. With a map token. Ooh, and a nesting bot. Yikes, so it looks like instead of Omen Path, we might have to go with the Day of Judgment instead. Azur, I will keep him. Just because we could get a really cheap leyline. Or not really cheap, but cheaper than it probably should be. Alright, opponent, what do you want to do? Voice of Victor, we can't cast any spells on their turn. Do we have double white? We do. I think I'm honestly just going to wipe the board next turn. So... Leyline and Ride's End are null and void for us. So I think will be taking 5 damage. They've been a Narset. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Alright, we're down to 13, but let's clear the board. They do get a 1/1 in return. Oh, they have War Leader's Call. Yo. I think we have to take that War Leader's Call from them. This companion is also so annoying. I don't know what Wizards was thinking when they made that thing just zoom across your screen. Alright, before they can play any creatures or anything, we are just going to get rid of this card. We haven't played a land for the turn. Oh, we have, so... Alright, we'll just hold up Ride's End then. 3 and 2, so we have enough to activate Xur, I believe. Black, white, blue, and then 2 extra to transform the ley line, so... Alright, hopefully they top out, and if they do, I think that is GG, because that would be a pretty big life total swing. They just have 1 mana available. That creature is going to die. Well, they missed their land drop for the turn, so let's just get rid of this guy. Get a draw card for that, which is so busted. Alright, we just take 1. And yeah, we can go Xur into paying 2 mana for Leyline. I guess I could have tapped my mana differently, potentially. I'm not 100% sure. I think we could have kept 1 white available just so we have a 1 mana Leyline, because we could have played that land, but it's fine. We gained 6 life, so we're up to 15. They're just playing a bunch of small creatures, and yeah, look at our hand. Nothing but gas right now, so I think we'll be able to run them over. Yeah, and they knew it as well. GG, Mr. Blint. So, yeah, I think they were trying to go kind of quick with all of their small creatures, and I think this was the turning point, getting Xur down, and just that 6 life total swing, so... Yeah, and just drawing so many cards off up the beanstalk. It's so ridiculous that the discounted cost still counts as 5. Same with the Overlord as well for the impending cost. Yo, up the beanstalk is a busted card. Alright, opponent goes first, unfortunately, and this is a definitely mulligan for us. This one is a lot better. Honestly, I'll bin that one, because we can go... I was going to say, hopefully the opponent isn't too aggressive, and it doesn't look like it, but yeah, we can go up the beanstalk on turn 2, and Cavern of Souls we can name Avatar. And we will be cooking with gas. Opponent looks like they're an elf deck. So we could honestly wait 1 turn. Let's see how much pressure we're under. Yikes. Opponent. Ooh, the elk is really nice. Yeah, you know what? I think we have to name Horror, I think is fine. And then we can impend this one. We get to draw a card. Say another Overlord. Create an everywhere land. So next turn we can drop down Beza. We'll gain 4 life. And we will even get to create 2 creatures. So can use those for blockers. And then turn 5 can go ahead and exile everything with Sunfall, draw a card off up the beanstalk, and that might be too much for the opponent, even though they did get us down to 10. So nice job to them. But yeah, like I said, we have a bunch of blockers this turn, gained 4 life. So I wonder if they're playing Crater Hoof. I wonder. Yeah, so I was going to say, please play another creature. Alright, so they have, I think, 2 damage just getting through this turn. Just 2 damage if they attack with... Oh, they didn't attack with anyone, yo, that's crazy. I should have played my Underground. That is my bad, but I have a feeling they'll just scoop right here, right now. 3, 2, 1. Good guy. Good guy. I wanted to say goodbye, Mr. Elf player, but he sticks in it. Honestly, kind of crazy. Elvish Archdruid, amazing elf for them, and yeah, they've kind of reset. So props to them. 2, 4, 6. This will be land number 7. Let's name Wizard for our Brrrrr, and we can just play him for the fair cost. Draw a card off up the beanstalk. Create some flyers, flip our Overlord, and next turn we can just do it all again. Even though if he does have Crater Hoof, are we just dead? Ooh, look at the top 6. Ooh, that kind of sucks for them. They don't only hit 2, even though, yeah, I do think they have Crater Hoof. So, yikes, we really, really, really need another board wipe. If I play this one for 5, this one would be 2 blockers. But that, yeah, I think that's honestly better. Oh, Brrrr is a really nice draw. All right. You know what? We'll play this one, and then we can transform this one. So I think I will attack with our Overlord just to create 2 more blockers, even though I know if they get a Crater Hoof, everyone gets trample. Oh, but they... I was going to say they trade 2 creatures. They just trade 1. Alright, yeah, so we already saw... Ooh, that's 3 Genesis waves down. Hopefully they can't do Genesis wave, even though I'm so afraid of a Crater Hoof Behemoth. We really need another board wipe. Ooh, get +3 and trample. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. I think we'll be able to stay alive, though. Alright, so this one blocks here. This one blocks basically all damage there. So 5 damage getting through. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think we just... Yeah, let's do it like that, I think, right? Or, you know what? Let's get rid of this one. Let's do it like that. I think we're still alive. I think we're removing quite a few of their creatures. And we have a... Yes, we have a big fat Brrrr coming online right now. Dial it up. Dial it up for us. Bop. 2 more lands. I don't think the 2 life gain is really worth it. Let's just draw some more cards. Ooh, Get Lost is great. Yeah, so let's just attack with these 2. Create some more of those boys. Yes, and they're out of cards in hand, so... Yeah, I think they're giving up. I guess we did play land for turn. I thought we didn't. We have so many Surveil lands. For sure, I will take this guy out, and let's just block that one. Alright, I think that's the opponent conceding, so I will keep another Get Lost. Brrrr, go ahead and transform this guy. So yeah, we got kind of lucky that they didn't hit a Crater Hoof Behemoth. And yeah, we were able to turn the tables on them. So GG, Mr. Tezzeriff. On to the next one. PC War is our opponent. He gets to go first. I feel like opponents have gone first a lot today. Maybe that's just me. We do have Up the Beanstalk, so let's keep it. See what we can work with. We'll have Split Up available on turn 3. I'm getting mono black vibes. Ooh, mono white. All right. That enchantment doesn't worry me too much. Do we want another Get Lost? I don't think we need it. All right, so hopefully the opponent's on a bit more of a slower game plan as well. That's usually what the authority of the consoles tells me. While I say that and then we see that from them, I'm confused. All right, Up the Beanstalk it is. Go ahead and draw a card. Beza Very nice draw for us. It's a cool mountain. Yikes. Opponent with some enchantment removal. Ooh, we hit a doppelgang. That's nice. We can work up to a big fat doppelgang. That would be great. You know what? I will keep a 5th land. Alright, we have a pretty cheap ley line. Alright, so opponent might just be a ton of removal. Which honestly is kind of what we are as well. Let's see. Removal, 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 semi-removal. Alright, I am back. It's our turn. Ooh, Overlord is a really nice draw. Could, of course, play him for 5, but I think opponent will just have some removal. So let's just go ahead and impend him right now. He would come in tapped anyway due to the authority of the consuls. I think this way they actually don't get any life gain from him when eventually he does flip. So yeah, and we still have 2 mana available for either Get Lost or Leyline Binding. Or who knows, if they have a hasty creature, could even hit them with the Ride's End. So, yeah, it's kind of just a staring match right now. I'm not 100% sure what the opponent wants to do. But yeah, we'll just pass it back to them. Another authority, that's pretty funny. Oh, we drew another Get Lost. Honestly, I don't really want to play Beza. Wouldn't really get any value out of it. But we will have to discard soon, so... Ooh, this is an amazing draw for us, especially with the opponent doing literally nothing. I don't think we could have asked for a better draw. I guess maybe a Up the Beanstalk, but this, we get to pull 5 lands out. You know what, honestly, if they do have a counterspell, let's go with Cavern of Souls. So, Surveil. Honestly, I don't think we need another land, even though working up to a big doppelgang would be really nice. And yeah, you guys see, when Overlord flips from the impending cost, he doesn't trigger authority. And I'm going to need to step away for 1 second again. Oh, big sneeze. Oh, all right. The sneeze just blew the opponent away. He heard that through the screen, through his monitor. He was wearing headphones like me. He had the volume cranked all the way up because he was just vibing to the music. And then all of a sudden he heard my sneeze. Just shattered his soul. So, yeah, unfortunately a bit of a non-game. I think our opponent... I have a feeling they're tired of mono red and Is It Prowess with the double authority and some artifact removal. So this can get rid of the Corgi Steel Cutter. But yeah, I really wish I knew what was in their hand. I think it was just a ton of removal. Maybe some burn spells even. Lightning Helix, I could imagine. But yeah, even if they went double Lightning Helix on us, yeah, 2 for 1 for our Overlord. It's a pretty good deal in my book. And then they would only be down to 2 cards in hand. Of course, it's all big speculation. But yeah, like I said, I think Omen Path Journey may be one of the best draws in our deck at that point. Just to pull out 5 lands from our deck, get the very, very good utility lands of Surveil for us. And yeah, we were just working our way up towards a massive doppelgang. If they played anything too crazy, I could imagine that they're running some board wipes as well. So who knows? A little bit of a non-game, but I'm definitely going to include this one as well. Just because, like I said, I think my sneeze blew them away. And now you guys know what I sound like when I sneeze. So GG. All right, opponent gets to go first. We will keep this. Even though we do kind of get smacked by the Is It Prowess deck. I will keep a Get Lost. We do have a turn 2 Up the Beanstalk. Luckily, it does not look like we're playing the Is It Prowess deck. Opponent on Simic colors right now. Might be trying to ramp. Definitely trying to ramp. Ooh, an Overlord. That is a phenomenal draw with Up the Beanstalk. So busted. And you know what? Next turn, I think we'll just impend the Overlord, and the turn after that, we can hit them with Brrrrr. Or, you know what we could also do? I wonder what the opponent's trying to ramp into. Could also just go Brrrr right now. Transform our Overlord. Get the Everywhere Land token. Gain 5 life. Next turn we'll have 7 mana, so we can just pay for the fair cost of Overlord. Yikes, that's a really good one right now, but again, I don't think it will matter. Hopefully it shouldn't matter too much. Cease and Desist, such a good card right now against these enchantment decks. Let's hope they don't have another one. Ooh, a dragon deck. It could be playing the dragon-backed Assault. Another Overlord is really nice. I will take Up the Beanstalk. Thank you very much. And I think we'll just impend this one. Does he have a bounce spell? Could be. Could be. Could, of course, be Snakeskin Veil as well. But we will go ahead and remove their Bloom Vine. And if they try and bounce it... Oh, as an additional cost. Let's have that one resolve. And now since they're all tapped out, now we can go ahead and remove it. And then we will just swing through, produce some more little creature tokens, gain 6 life, and their dragon discount spell. Little dude, they don't even block with him. That's kind of crazy because they do need a board wipe. We have 6 power in the air. We have a ley line available to us, and yeah, the opponent is just searching. Ureni is a really nice draw for him, but yeah, he is only down. I think you need 8 mana for that, and he only has 7, even though it is discounted by 1, so. But yeah, I think that'll do it. Even if he does get Ureni on the battlefield, our Overlord has hexproof, so yeah, that's too much for the opponent. So GG. And yeah, I think you guys already know, I say it all the time, but yeah, Up the Beanstalk into Overlord into Brrrr, so insanely busted. Get the card draw, get the extra land being produced, and then Brrrr can come down, transform the Overlord, so you get even more ramp. So yeah, you can see we have 3 Everywhere lands. I guess that is because we played that guy. 2 of them we got from this Overlord that was destroyed. So even though the opponent was ramping quite hard, we did probably just as good with the ramp as well. And we were progressing our board state while they weren't really doing too much. So I feel a little bit bad for the opponent because, yeah, this deck just is nasty. But for, yeah, those of you guys that don't know, Cease and Desist is such a good card right now against, yeah, enchantment decks. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. So that is really good right now. It's, of course, maybe a little bit expensive, but still a pretty good card if you guys are struggling against this enchantment deck. But yeah, anyways, GG, on to the next one. All right, opponent gets to go first, but we will keep this hand. We will try and analyze the Pollen. Even though Surveil Land on turn 1 is also nice, you know, we'll actually go with that. And we will keep a Ride's End. Turn 2, we can go Analyze the Pollen. Go ahead and fetch up our island. Opponent looks like they might be mono green. So yeah, we will go ahead and get the island. Even though maybe I should have gotten a forest so that we could play our Overlord. So maybe a little bit of a misplay. But hey, we're never punished. Let's go ahead and name Horror. Ooh, and the opponent missed a land drop. Yikes. That is a little bit of a feels bad moment, especially as mono green. Let's turn these TVs off. And again, I I speak way too soon. It's so funny, guys. Alright, we hit a ley line, and yeah, we're not doing much. A little bit of a staring match right now. Ooh, they are a dragon deck, so we might see a dragon come down right now. No, it is just an Overlord. Let's just go ahead and get rid of him right now. So it is our turn. Ooh, Doppelgang is so nice. And we do need 2 more mana, and then we can do it for X equals 2. Could make 2 copies of these Overlords. But could also maybe try and save up for a Doppelgang equals 3. Dragon back to Salt. Ooh, I think we're going to copy that one. Even though that one can start producing lands. Or no, when a land enters, they get to create a dragon token. So we're just going to remove that one right now. And yeah, they're probably going to play a land for turn. There it is. So that would have triggered the dragon back to Salt. So our Overlord is coming online, and we actually get him a little bit early because we got Mr. Brrrr, who's going to go Brrrrr. So thank you for the land. 2, let's see, 3. So yeah, we can't do Doppelgang for X equals 2 right now. We would need 3 more lands, and we could do it for X equals 3 then. Opponent choosing to sacrifice their little elf. So opponent up to 7 mana right now, 3 cards in hand. His impending cost ticks down. Let's see what Paco Pen wants to do. I hope it takes him a while to find another dragon back to Salt, just because I do really want to hit a Doppelgang for 3. But even Doppelgang for 2 could maybe make 2 copies of our Overlord, because that would be 2 landfall triggers. So I think we will do that. It looks like he's thinking about destroying the ley line. Ooh, an Overlord. That is quite nice. So we are going to lose Brrrr, which is unfortunate, but I think we can still take out their Overlord next turn. Oh, yeah, and then we can actually hit them with the split up, so we'll be able to destroy both theirs, and they're playing Ureni. That's pretty funny. Let's see, 3, 6. He is on 7 mana right now, so he is getting pretty close to being able to play Ureni. But yeah, let's do it like this. Go ahead and make an everywhere land token. We did miss our land drop for turn. Yeah, so we need 2 more lands. So let's go ahead and hit them with the split up. Destroy all untapped creatures. And then we still have enough for a Beza. I think we only get the card draw. Oh, and we do hit our land drop. Nice. If there's a land on top, I am so inclined to keep it. Just because then we could hit a Doppelgang for X equals 3. Ooh, an Elish Norn. That is really nice. So now triggers. We don't get any triggers, actually. So there is their land. We do hit our land. It is a Surveil land. Of course, we get nothing from it. So let's just go ahead and attack. All right, that is really nice. But that says it has to be... Oh, no. If it is tapped, so... This spell costs 3 to cast. Exile target creature if equal. Yeah, let's just exile Elish Norn. Alright, like I said, we can do a doppelgang for X equals 3. I don't know if he wants to play Ureni right now. I really hope he plays another dragon-backed assault. I think he would have played that before playing the lands. So yeah, unfortunately, it is just Ureni. Does this say any target or is it just creatures? Any number of creatures. Yeah, dude, Ureni just is not good. Alright, so another land. No, okay, yeah, now we don't need any more lands. Real quick, well, I don't think I can target the dragon-backed assault that's underneath, so. We are going to take 10 damage right now. Two, so 3, 3, 3. Ooh. So that is a big swing. Opponent does nothing to progress the board state. So let's just get our Overlord down. Do get to draw a card off of that. It is another Overlord, which is really, really nice. We'll just go ahead and impend him, get another card draw up the beanstalk. Protection from white and protection from black. That is really nice for them. So I think he can actually attack through us. So it's getting a little bit scary. Oh, we can't even hit him with Leyline Binding either, so I'm not sure we have any way to remove Ureni, so we might actually have to copy his own Ureni. So if we do X equals 3, return all permanents. Dude, that sucks. Because he's going to get the dragon-backed assault. Alright, we can flash in Leyline to maybe take their Lumbering World Wagon away. And hopefully he plays something else. And it's just another Lumbering World Wagon, so... Gets that. Gonna create a dragon. 3, 3. Ooh, if we draw another land, I think we can do it for X equals 4. Let's just get rid of this one right now. Doesn't have any mana open or anything, so yeah, we will take this one. Alright, we take a massive hit. It's not a land, unfortunately. So yeah, we do have to do this for X equals 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then let's copy Ureni. Let's copy Dragon-backed Assault. And honestly, let's copy these Surveil lands. We're going to choose this one to keep. We're just going to do... How much damage? We can do 15 damage to their Ureni, which is pretty funny. Oh, wait, let's just target him. Yeah, submit, submit. And then the other one enters. Submit, submit. So, yeah, we just created so many dragon tokens. We get to scry a bunch, which is nice, so we don't need a land. Honestly, I don't think we need a Sunfall. Don't need another land. And we have a Get Lost available, so with 2 mana open. So the opponent has to get through this horde of 9/9 dragons and their own Ureni. Imagine if we could do X equals 4. Could have, I guess, done Leyline. Even though that wouldn't really take anything. I guess we could have targeted another land. So yeah, up the beanstalk. So they're looking for an answer. I don't know what they have in their deck. I guess River's Rebuke would do it. Is that River's Rebuke? Poco Pen. I hope you have it. You're playing a cool deck. I really like the Dragon-backed Assault. I respect you playing Ureni. Really not a good dragon. Two, four. Yeah, so he has enough mana to play it. I think if he had it, he probably would have played it. So they have their own Dragon-backed Assault. They do get to draw a card off of that. Ooh, it's going to deal 3 damage to everything. If they have a land, they will at least destroy all these dragons. So this is close. Ah, he doesn't have it. I guess he didn't draw a land. Or does that just trigger once? Okay, that just triggers once. So I think we were keeping our horde of 9/9 dragons. And yeah, next turn, we would have gotten a land coming down. So we would have triggered these 3 again. Honestly, I think we would have played up the beanstalk, draw a card, play this Overlord to create a land token, draw a card. Hopefully we would find a land off of that. So we could have maybe gotten 2 landfall triggers off that turn. But yeah, there, again, really, really fun game. Poco Pen made it kind of close. He got us down to 5. But yeah, there again, I think you saw just Doppelgang coming in so clutch right there. It's such a fun card. And yeah, props to the opponent for playing a really cool deck. Because like I said, this Dragon-backed Assault is a lot of fun. I don't know how I feel about Ureni. He's not the best. But yeah, GG. And I'll see you guys in the post-game wrap. Hey there, neighbor. We're back with the post-game wrap. And those were some pretty fun games. I know, like I said in the deck intro, I did switch over to the dark side a little bit. This Up the Beanstalk. It's such a busted card for 2 mana. You hear me say it all the time. Also in games where I'm not playing Up the Beanstalk and I just play against it. Just the fact that it's 2 mana, when you cast it, you get to... Well, I guess it has to enter. So if the opponent does counter it on turn 2, which, let's be honest, who's playing counter spells in this meta right now that's just so ridiculously fast? Not many people. So I don't know what my win percentage is. I have a feeling not every game, but maybe 9 out of 10 games where you go Up the Beanstalk and you can play Overlord on turn 3 just to get the extra card draw off that. I think you nearly win every single time just because that is such good value for you. It's such a big tempo swing. So I won't say any more about that part. You guys know it. The other part of the deck, though, with Brrrrr transforming our enchantments before their impending cost is done is just so nice. You get a pretty big life total swing from that as well. Leyline Binding being just 1 mana. I think a few times we maybe did have to cast it for 2, maybe even 3 mana at one point. That is one thing I would maybe change a little tiny bit in the deck. I think we don't quite have enough blue or black. I would maybe cut down one of these and maybe even just include a like pure blue-black land because I don't think we have any of those. They're either green-black or I think blue-white. But I think a blue-black land, maybe even 2 of them would help because I think once or twice I maybe got Brrrr down but didn't quite have enough mana to fully cast him even though I had like 4 lands on the battlefield. So that is a little bit of a feels bad moment. Of course, Overlord of the Hauntwoods does really help with that with his everywhere land. So it didn't come up often, but I think maybe in 1, maybe 2 games I was like, ooh, we are, maybe needing some more islands or swamps. So I would maybe cut down 1 or 2 of the Hushwood Verges and go up. I don't know if there's a Verge that is blue-black, but maybe go up 1 of those. But yeah, the rest of the deck, so good. Sunfall, Ride's End, Leyline Binding, Split Up for 3 mana is actually really nice. And Day of Judgment and Get Lost. So we have just such a large removal package. Beza, of course, can help you gain life. If your life total is lower than your opponent's, you can spit out some 1/1 blue fishy tokens. And if you're lower on cards, you get a card draw. So Beza, really, really good. And then, yeah, you guys know I love Omen Path. I think it fits in this deck relatively well. Of course, it sometimes does suck when you have Up the Beanstalk and then you play an Omen Path Journey because it won't trigger the Up the Beanstalk. But again, I just think the passive value of Omen Path Journey is just so overlooked because, again, you get to pull 5 lands out of your library, so that can kind of help with the color fixing. If you really need blue or black for Brrrr, you can find one of these. And just so many of the lands have that surveil mechanic. Such good utility right there. And then for the next 5 turns in a row, you are guaranteed to hit your land drops. Of course, it is at the end of your end step. So if turn 4 you play this one, you do get to put a land on the battlefield right away. So that is 5 mana right there. If you miss your land drop for the next turn, at least you still are on 5 mana. And then at the end of that turn, you get to put another land on the battlefield. So even if you miss your land drops for the next few turns, this one still helps you keep your curve up. So I really like Omen Path Journey. And yeah, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop preaching about it until more of you guys play Omen Path. I want to see it more in Standard. It's such a fun card. Card art looks awesome. And yeah, like I said, I think the hidden value from it, or the passive value, is just so good. But again, trust me guys, I do realize the flip side of that coin, and it's a statement that I said earlier, with just how brutally fast this Standard is right now. It, is kind of hard to play a 4 mana card that comes in and doesn't really do much. So, and it does cost 2 mythic wild cards, which is also kind of a feels bad. I'm not sure it warrants a mythic, but yeah, if you do have the extra wild cards and you are looking for a new card to play, Omen Path Journey, I think, is a pretty good card. And then I guess the secret MVP of the deck is Doppelgang. I really, really like Doppelgang. I think it's such a funny card, and I think in a few of the games you saw that the Doppelgang can actually help you guys win as well. So yeah, that's more or less the entire deck package. If you're enjoying the videos, go ahead, leave a like, comment down below what other decks you'd like to see me play. Let me know if you're trying Omen Path Journey yourself, because I would really like to hear that. And I'm just going to end it like I always end it. I love you guys. Peace out. Bonus game.